So I got a confession to make. I am a camera gear addict. And today I'm going to talk about why it doesn't matter, or does it? So my last camera purchase was this, the Sony Zv-1. And I must admit I was bit by the hype of this camera. And the reason why I bought this camera was, in my mind, a good business decision. Business. And I bought the Zv-1 regardless of me having a perfectly fine camera right here. The Sony A7iii with a 16-35G master lens. It's a really expensive setup. And I got a Atomos Ninja V on the top. Let me show you. So I got a perfectly fine camera over here with a really expensive lens over here. And I got a microphone over here from DOESN and an Aperture 120D Mark II with a light down 2 just to light my face that you see in the video right now. And over here I have a travel tripod that I'm using when I'm traveling. But oh, that's not enough. The other day I bought this one. This is the Peak Design travel tripod because I need 2 travel tripods, of course. And my kit is not complete without this. This is the Mavic 2 Pro. I need to have this. And when a normal remote for the Mavic 2 Pro is not enough, I had to buy this one because I needed a dedicated remote control for my Mavic 2 Pro, of course. And then if I want to vlog, of course I need to have the bendy tripod that everybody is using when they're vlogging. Oh no, wait, there's more. Maybe I should use this switch pod that I got from VidSummit, but oh no, I need 2. So I also got this light on here. It's also a switch pod, so I got 2 switch pods. And this light right here, the Aperture MC, I needed that as well. Because you know, I need to light off my background. But no, I already had another light. So I bought that light, but I have another light right here from Aperture as well. And one day I really wanted to get into 360. So I bought this. Oh, what is this? This is the Insta360 1X. Of course I needed that, I never used it. I needed another lens. The size bodies 85mm, because when I'm not using my damn expensive G Master lens, I need to have some range. And what about ND filters? Yeah, you need to have ND filters. So I got this one from SERP, but I also had to get the one from Peter McKinnon. Of course I needed the one from Peter McKinnon specifically. But hold on, there's more. What if this microphone right here is not enough? I need another microphone. So I got the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, because I have a backup. And if I want to have stable shots, I need a gimbal. I need this DJI Ronin S. And the last time I used it, it was in Tokyo when I was shooting a music video. Oh wait, there's more. This is the GoPro Hero 4 Silver. And this camera right here got me started when I was first starting making vlogs here on YouTube back in 2015, when I was so new to making videos because I was pointing this camera at everything and I was so clueless on how to properly use this camera and make a good video. And when I was in Tokyo, I was super stoked because I really enjoyed making travel vlogs back then. And after I started making travel vlogs, I got really stoked about it. So on the same trip, I bought another camera. And this time I bought the Canon R5 with the kit lens. And the thing is, this little camera right here, you can just point it and shoot at whatever you want. And it looks okay. And when I bought the Canon R5, I was really stoked to have a proper DSLR camera that I could make videos on. And I've been wanting a camera like that for a long time. So when I started out using that Canon R5, I was a little bit overwhelmed because there were so many settings on that camera. I had absolutely no idea how to manually use that camera. So I used it in auto. So I used that camera for maybe a couple of years and I was watching a lot of tutorials on YouTube on how to film and how to edit videos, and gradually I became better. But it was a steep learning curve. I had no idea how to expose my videos correctly with ISO, with shutter speed so I could get that cinematic look. I didn't have an ND filter or anything like that. And I was just gradually learning how to use my camera properly. So after having that camera for about a couple of years and roaming around vlogging with that camera, I eventually saved up and bought a full frame camera, the Sony A7iii. And that camera, I was blown away with the quality of the low light performance of that camera. I bought a super wide lens, a size Baris lens, and I was really investing a lot of time learning how to make videos. So when I got the Sony A7iii, I felt like I got a lot to learn about this camera. I have no clue what all the settings are. So I was learning more about the camera and how to shoot properly, how to frame my shots and all that kind of stuff. I bought an ND filter and I went on many trips, bought a gimbal because every travel vlogger needed a gimbal at that time, of course. And of course we needed all that fancy transitions because Sam Calder. Thank you, Sam Calder. And I was really getting a lot of gear acquisition syndrome. I was buying a lot of stuff like you saw in my intro. That's just some of my gear. But the thing is that I've been thinking a lot lately about as a filmmaker is that all of this gear is not making me a better filmmaker. It's not making you a better filmmaker. Mic drop. It's just costing a lot of money and having that fixation that, oh, I need the latest gear. For example, last week we got another announcement from Canon, the Canon R5 and the Canon R6. 8K video recording in RAW. And I was watching this beautiful video about being an artist from Peter McKinnon. And as a Sony user, I was thinking, I need 8K. And the other side of my brain said, you don't need 8K, what's wrong with you? But the camera also does 120 frames per second in 4K. Yeah, I need that. But it doesn't matter anyway, because I can't afford that camera right now. Like, this is the price in the US, and this is the price in Norway. And for a second, I'm waiting for the Sony A7iii, but I still can't afford that one either. Does camera gear really matter? Do you really need that fancy new Canon R5 or R6 or the future A7iii, or maybe you need another camera? Of course, if you can afford it, go ahead and buy it. And my philosophy when it comes to camera gear is that it's just a tool. And of course I really enjoy making videos with nice gear. But my point is, if you're just starting out filmmaking, you first need to learn how to use the camera that you have. So I would suggest buying a cheaper camera to begin with and start learning with that camera until you can outgrow it. Because when you are just starting out and have no clue, it's better to have a more simpler setup that you can start learning with. Your phone can do so much stuff right now in terms of quality, and learn about ISO and shutter speed and all that kind of stuff. With your phone, you can use like an app like Filmmaker Pro and learn how to tell a story, how you're framing your shots. And one of the things that you can do to become a better filmmaker is to learn about video editing. So take a look at this playlist right here and make sure to subscribe so we can learn more about filmmaking and video editing tutorials. Create and inspire, and I will see you in the next video.